Hey, my Legion, how y'all doing today? I'm here with my good buddy John, who's has camera deuces. I forgot my dang camera, and we're here to review the movie Split, the Blu-ray, and this is another one from M. Night Shyamalan. And I think like he's trying to redeem himself after not the greatest track record with movies like The Visit, which I was a big fan of, and then this, and this is like. This was a very good psychological thriller with James McAvoy pulling in a great role as a guy with all these different personalities. Someone like schizophrenia, but they give it a different name. And basically, after like 2 minutes, I was completely riveted in the film. And he abducts these three teenage girls and holds them in his lair where he lives at. And then
don't tell him where the lair is. So.
I won't. And basically it was, it's like with all his personalities and his relationship with his psychiatrist, and then how he interacts with the girls and the girls trying to escape. And it's really, really good. I give that a full-on 10 out of 10. I really enjoyed it.
I give it a 7/10.
You get a 7 out of 10?
No, 7/10. Get it? 7/10 split?
I know, because I was trying to watch it. I kept getting that bowling movie instead of this one, and I finally got to see it. Cause I remember, as far as M. Night Shyamalan, because I remember seeing, whenever my one cousin, Jeff Callan, was in town, this was way back, 98, 99, or something like that, at Travelodge. He took us to dinner, my dad and I, when Dad was still alive, and we saw Sixth Sense, and that's the movie that really put M. Night Shyamalan over the top. And then he did Unbreakable, which I haven't seen, but I'm going to be seeing it sometime.
Yeah, you have to see it because it's a companion piece to... oops, I zoomed in quick.
Okay.
It's a companion piece to Split. And then he's going to make a third movie called Glass. It's going to tie the two movies together more.
Cool.
That's his next project. I would say Split, for me, out of the ones of his I've seen, which I've seen most of his, is one of the best three. I like that up there with Sixth Sense and Unbreakable, and then Split. Then probably like Signs wasn't too bad. I like The Village, some stuff about that. A lot of people didn't like it, but I think they got disappointed because it wasn't what they thought it was. But people need to realize his movies aren't really about monsters, superheroes, ghosts, aliens. His movies are about people and their relationships with one another. Me and a friend of mine that worked in Hollywood for 10 years, we talked about that once after he'd moved back, and that's what people lose sight of. But then again, that's also how they promote his films too. But it's really about the people in the film that are, and there's relationships with one another, where the aliens and monsters and ghosts, all that stuff is more secondary.
Yeah. I did see Signs. I like Signs. But for the longest time, the only two I had seen was Sixth Sense and Signs.
Everywhere Signs.
Yeah, and then 2015, I saw The Visit, with the grandparents. I thought that was really good too.
I'll have to see that sometime.
I think you'll like it. My sister, she had Apple TV, and she rented it through Amazon or something like that. She had it, and we watched it. I enjoyed it. I think that he's trying to redeem himself. I don't remember this playing in the theaters, but people reviewing it, and it's really good. The acting is fantastic.
Right.
James McAvoy is very good, and also talks about this girl who's like, the three girls and the two are like, and the other one's kind of like a loner type, and a little different. But they explain what happened with her too. I don't want to, and they did it in a way that's not too. And it still stays PG-13, even though it delves into, it's borderline between PG-13 and it delves in almost into R-rated territory.
And people shit on PG-13 movies, like horror movies now. Well, and this is more like a psychological horror movie, and it was only PG-13, but it was still brilliant, and it was creepy when you get to meet the one personality and stuff, and it's just like fantastic. They did a really good job, and it's like, it doesn't necessarily have to be R to be good for horror.
That's true.
It just depends on how well they craft the movie.
Yeah, It was really. I mean, it was like dancing towards R, but it was still PG-13. You know
Right.
what I mean? Especially towards the last half hour or so. But I mean, just like when I went to see The Witch, I thought The Witch was PG-13. I was like, and that's actually what really I saw. It was, well, they get away with a lot for PG-13, and I found it was rated R after. Oh, okay, that makes sense out of that. But I mean, no, that actually helped. I liked The Witch too. A lot of people didn't like The Witch.
Yeah.
I know both John and I liked it. Boy, people are saying how bad. If you go to the Facebook page about The Witch, so many people didn't like it.
I think people don't like slow-paced movies, and that's the problem. I think and that's their problem, not ours. It was a nice and slow pace. That's sort of like the Horror Fest. The one year we had She Who Must Burn, which has oh crap, now I forget her name. The lady was a mechanic in Firefly. And actually, it was good. To me, that was a slow burn, pun intended. But it was a throwback to something, say, from like the 60s. And I think I read that it got a release now. Maybe you can
really?
find it on DVD or something. But again, if you don't like slow-paced movies, you won't like it. But to me, it's more like something from the 60s or 70s. I'm thinking like...
Rosemary's Baby.
Well, not Rosemary's Baby
Repulsion?
as much as... No, it's the one that they did a really crappy remake with Nicolas Cage that I never saw.
Oh, Wicker Man.
Yeah, Wicker Man. Well, even Rosemary's Baby. It's like, Rosemary's Baby, because that was kind of a slow build-up and stuff, but still really good. But and I think probably younger people can't handle the slow build-up.
Yeah. Well, the one thing with She Who Must Burn, I just felt like a constant tension.
Right.
And I felt some tension. I was just riveted to the screen in this one, but I felt a lot of tension and stuff like that with... I mean, it's hard to describe, but I mean, you get that feeling during some movies. You don't get a lot. And it's tough to get that feeling. Just like this one, like 2 minutes into it, they have a little bit of levity, like the first minute or two, and then it gets right into the story. But it's really good. I really like this really well. And it says like... Oh, I almost said Alex Wilson. Alex Welch from... Alex Wilson's my buddy who made me the movie. Said it. One of M. Night Shyamalan's best films, period. It's really good. I mean, like I said, I don't know how wide a theatrical release it got, but it's very good. Cool. So, I mean, I really like it. Like I said, I thought Signs had lots of attention to it, too. And I saw, like, The Sixth Sense in the theater, and that was even nominated for Best Picture, wasn't it? The Sixth Sense, I think.
It might have been, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it won, but, I mean, it did really well. I still got to see Unbreakable. I saw some people were on the fence about it. I just never...
I know you. I'm pretty sure you'll like it.
Oh, I'm sure I'll like it.
It's kind of some of the same conceptual stuff as Split, but when you watch a movie, you'll see what I mean.
Okay. Cause I think... Oh, crap, I can't say nothing. No spoilers. No spoilers. I won't talk about that.
All right, maybe we better wrap it up then.
I'm going to wrap it up before I give anything away. Because I don't do spoilers in my video, or I try not to. So, I mean, I hope this is a fantastic film. We get a chance to definitely see it. 10 out of 10 for Split. So for me and my friend John Walkowitz, who's manning the camera on his phone because I forgot my camera, and I thank John for being such a great friend. He's beyond awesome. And until next time, bye, please. Take care of my Legion.